Hey you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little Sanguophage vampire cult, which is getting ready to take off. We've got almost all of our delightfully decorative spaceship built here. We've got a nice little plant. We're building a human leather armchair. We've got nice wooden floors in here. Okay, don't have to look at the steel spaceship hull tiles or anything like that. It's just delightful, and it's not going anywhere right away. Because if we take off right now, this map is destroyed. This map is burned. We don't have a grav anchor ready to put in place. And we're not going to get one unless we get more advanced components. So going down to Odyssey and looking at the grav anchor here, 300 plasteel I can probably come up with given a decent trader or two. But boy, 4 more advanced components is going to be a little bit sticky. And it's 80 of the gravlight panels. That ain't nothing. We have an extremely finite amount of those. So mission number 1, our primary focus right now, apart from all the other nonsense that we've got going on right now, like the demon who needs treatment, who keeps escaping, and building a church because everyone's bummed out that we don't have a church, and refueling the braziers in our throne room because everyone's bummed out we don't have a nice throne room. Apart from all of that stuff, we got to really focus on doing some trading and getting some advanced components, because that's pretty much the only way those are going to come about. I did put together an art table. Okay, so we are making art. Art is happening, and all traders will buy art. Nobody doesn't buy art. How are we doing on, say, high-grade narcotics production? Not as much. We're not sowing that area right now. Do we have any psychite leaves or anything ready to go? No. No, it's fall, we're about to hit winter, nothing is going to grow there. Wouldn't be a bad time to start thinking about some hydroponics. What? Yes, insufficient containment, we're familiar with that. Thank you, it busts out like every 2 days. Mila is down here dealing with this nonsense, healing it up again. I just want this thing long enough to get better containment. I'm not sure if that's a catch-22 or if it's irony, but one way or another, I need this thing to teach us how to contain it better. I think that one's irony. I'm always fuzzy on the definition of irony. The chem fuel generation is going well, though. Have we actually put any of that up in here? No, not a bit. We will at some point. That's fine. We will at some point. We could fuel this thing up, too, with chem fuel, and that will get the lights on in here. We don't actually need that right now. Again, we're not going anywhere right away. I'm not burning this map. I put way too much effort into this base to burn this map right now. Now, another thought, a very stupid thought, one might almost argue a stupid thought, is cracking open the ancient evil. Because there's a fairly high chance we might come up with an advanced component or two in there. It's a terrible idea. I can't stress that enough. In fact, I'm not sure I can, off the top of my head, think of a word broader than terrible for that idea. We should not, under any circumstances, crack open the ancient evil. We are not equipped for that kind of nonsense. But there might be some advanced components in there. And that would be a pretty cool thing to have, because then I can get closer to a grav anchor, and then we can leave and come back later. This map will not be destroyed. I don't have to take everyone. I could leave some people behind, and they won't be abandoned. I'm not sitting around going, hey, where are you going in that spaceship? Come back, guys. No, we can just come back at any time, and they will still be there. So the more I'm thinking about my stupid plan, the more it's becoming attractive to me, and that's a dangerous place to be. If I wanted to do something stupid, again, I can't stress how dumb this is. If I wanted to do that, what I would want to do is what we did with the animal incursion, which is basically line the corridor with traps and treat this as a trap corridor, a very real and literal trap corridor that we could get in and out of, and hopefully they're going to come down the trap corridor and go, ow. If I wanted to kind of put that nonsense together, what have I got to build traps out of? Because we're kind of boned on steel right now, aren't we? I know there's some around the map. We've got actually got a good, huge chunk over here we could start deconstructing. Actually, there's some down here. We have a quantity of steel, and I don't really need a lot of it right now. We've already built the ship. The ship exists. So, what if, I can't believe I'm even thinking of doing this, what if I started to line this area here with trap quarters, and I need a way for somebody to get in and out too? Because what's going to happen is we're going to have to line up like way down here to shoot. And then hopefully they're going to come through traps, and that will take care of them, what with the shooting and all. I can guarantee you right now, the second we start doing that, that demon's going to break out, and we're going to have to fight a war on two fronts. Because that's just how RimWorld works. I'm going to need somewhere where someone can evac. So they're going to come in, deconstruct this wall, alert whatever is inside, hey, perfectly edible people are right here, and then run away. But ideally not run through a bunch of traps to do it. They're very good at dodging traps, but they're not completely 100% on it. They can hit a trap. It's not common, but it can happen. And then I've got a man down, getting eaten by whatever happens to live in here. Mechs, demons, bugs, I have no idea. It could be, well, any one of those three, really. So I'm kind of looking at Whitehead and Voltstron's room here as a quick evac point. And that actually might work in my favor, because they're going to see whoever it is jump into here, hopefully in time for the door to close. They're going to focus on trying to bust down the door, at which time we're shooting them. I am putting way too much thought into this plan, because this is a dumb plan. This is a very, very stupid plan. My alternate idea is just to alternate the traps like that, so that they would have somewhere to run to, but theoretically other things would get caught in them. If this is terrible, stop doing this. You should not be doing this. Put that there, that there, that there, maybe that one over there. Sure, cancel that one and then duplicate it there instead. And then more of that. And yeah, right outside Mila's door. She's going to love that. She's going to absolutely love that. You know what? Put one there. Put one, like 2 down there. No, I can't really get them side by side, can I? Down there. Okay. And we're going to own this with the idea of putting this nonsense together. This is a terrible idea. If you're looking at this at home, know that this is a terrible idea. You should never play RimWorld this way. But good news for you, I'm a genius. So somehow, and you're going to hate it, somehow this is going to come together. Somehow this is going to weirdly work. I'm not sure how. That's the nature of genius. Hashtag geniusosity. I don't know how this is going to work, but after all of this is over, you're going to be slamming your head against a wall going, why did that work? All of his colonists should be dead. Why does this work? I don't know either. Look, it's as much a mystery to me as it is to anyone else. But somehow this all comes together. I mean, I'm not saying people won't die. People will probably die. But somehow we're going to end up with like a couple of advanced components, and that's going to be your takeaway, your bullet point from this. I don't know. This is what I live with every day. Hey, look, be happy you're not me. I have to live with this in my head. Voltstron, what are you doing? You're going for a walk. Yeah, is that like the best use of your time? How are we fixed for food, by the way? 34 regular meals. I really need some more blood soon. It's kind of the point of the ship. Is we need people who have blood so we can take it from them in small bags and give it to Mila, because otherwise Mila's going to have to start biting people. Mila, what is your hemogen's like half full right now. That's unfortunate because that powers all your awesome abilities. So I kind of want to make you go drink some blood. Okay, so you have hemogen of 53. What does it take to do your I jump a really long way thing? So Mila, come here. Where are you these days, kid? You're doing traps. Cool. So if I just drafted you for a sec, what's your long jump take? 5. Okay, and your piercing spine is 20. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, go back to what you were doing, kid. Yeah, I know. Voltstron, read. It's a terrible idea. This is so stupid. This is astronomically stupid. I actually mean astronomically, not in a metaphorical sense. I mean, this encompasses the breadth of the universe of stupidity. If you were to write the word stupid across the universe, the infinite universe, it would not be big enough to incorporate how dumb this plan is. This is a terrible idea, but we're doing it. This is what we're doing right now. I need advanced components. I am not going to burn this map. That's simply not going to happen. Even though if we hauled the chem fuel, we could take off right now. We're ready to go. We have all the elements in place here. While we're actually looking at that, how am I fixed for wood? We could use some more wood. I'd like this place to be... Oh, we've done it. We've cut down tons of trees. All right, don't sweat that then. I'd like to get some more shelving up. I just think it makes the place look nice. So we're going to put up a shelf, maybe about one here. I'm thinking about bedrolls, but then I'm also thinking about, I just put up beds. There's no reason they can't have a comfortable bed in here. I'm thinking maybe 4 people are going on this little venture. So what if we... Now I'm not happy with where those shelves are. Move these shelves over more like this. And then move this one up here. Like that. Move this one... Just cancel that. Just don't do what I'm telling you to do right now. Build a copy of that one right there. And then also one right there. Don't really know what I need all of this for, but we're doing it anyway. And then I think I'll put some beds down in here. This will be sort of a vague dormitory area. How's the astronomically stupid plan coming? Wow, it's coming along great. It's coming along just fine. Everyone's having a good time with this. They're looking at this going, what are we doing? We live here. Why are we trapping our own corridor? This is a dumb idea. You're right, McDowell, it is. Catastrophically stupid. Astronomically stupid. The length and breadth of the galaxy cannot encompass the level of bad this plan is. But it's what we're going to do. I need things. I'm going to go get things, and I'm just going to use Geniusosity to do it. Hashtag Geniusosity. Pretty much just one trap left to do, and we're working on, of course, smoothing walls, because we love smoothing walls. We're all about smoothing walls. Are we making stone bricks right now? No, we've suspended that. Let's unsuspend that for the moment. Lisa can get in on that. She's all awful good at the gold crafting thing there. I'd like to have stone blocks in place not only to do things in the church, but also art. We've got something going on down here. Kaylina's working on something down here, a small sculpture. Hasn't gotten very far with it. Kaylina, obviously you're on art. Are you artsy at all? Yeah, actually, you're quite artsy. 7 with a burning passion for it. Yeah, Lisa's right into stone block production. Good. We're going to need quite a bit of that over time. And then, wait, why do we have an egg sack? Hang on. Team, why do we have an egg sack? Do I have to destroy it? I do. Hey, guys? Mila? Guys? Are we getting more bugs? Because egg plus where the bugs used to be says to me the potential for more bugs. Lisa has a shotgun. Scathe has the heavy SMG. Reed's got a bow. McDowell's got a bow. Kaylina's got a club. Okay, so shooty team, can you guys come down here, please, and destroy these eggs? Because they might just be decorative. They might just be an asset that's sitting here. But just in case, we're going to go ahead and destroy this thing. Could we attack that, please? Yeah, just destroy that. Thank you. And also this one over here. Yeah, see, there was a bug in there, guys. Yeah, see, there's bugs in there. Yeah, we don't like that. There was larva in here. Larva. Okay, and a glow pod. There was larva in there, guys. Okay, we want to destroy those things, team. We don't want to just leave them lying around. Okay? Let's try. I can't do everything around here for you. I got one more trap to put up, and then I'm going to execute my astronomically length and breadth of the galaxy bad idea. The church is looking nice, though. We'll need that for when we have to bury the dead. So, stone blocks, come back to that. Marble. Okay, I just want to fill in that little spot there, because that's kind of annoying me, as indeed it would. So, marble block in there. And then we'll look at doing some... Weirdly, I'm going to leave this one. I don't know why. Maybe I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm totally not. That's already making me nuts. Fill this in, too. Actually, hang on. No, I've already kind of set up my trap area. This is probably more Ancient Evil here. But I don't know that for a fact. I know it's here. It probably extends down to here. This is probably a very big room in here. But just in case it's not, I've already set my traps up. Yeah, that's got... Yeah, Whitehead, you're going to want to go around the traps. Trust me. Around the traps. Okay, as soon as Mila is done with this, I'm gonna open the Ancient Evil, and surprises will happen. Surprises will definitely happen. It'll be it's kind of like one of those party popper things where you pull the little string and a bunch of confetti comes out. Except it's not a party. The confetti is angry things that want to murder us. And nobody's having a good time and people die. it's a really suck party if we're honest about things, and indeed we are. Everybody who does shooty, which I think is up to McDowell, right? Yeah, Kalina, yeah, you're on the club, and Voltstron, you're on a knife. Actually, everybody's going to join in this team. So it's just that Kalina, you're going to come over. Come here. You're going to come over here. Voltstron, you can just kind of hang at the back here. And then I want to put my mechs anywhere but where they are right now. Where is Constructoid 1? Oh, you need to be on the Charger. Yeah, the Charger is full. Let's not overthink the mechs right now. Okay, we are going to... Oh boy. Notice how I'm not dropping a safety save. That's how genius works. So, Kalina, you do construction, right? You have a nominal level of construction. Okay, I'm going to undraft you. Whoa, nope, not so fast, kid. And then deconstruct that wall. And then you're just going to book it when you're done with that. You're just going to leave, like, really quickly. Voltstron, why don't you kind of huddle up there? Because you're not going to be very good at things. As soon as this thing is down, we're going to slam it into pause mode. Boom. Oh. There's more. Okay, right. Cool, sure. Deconstruct that one, please. Deconstruct that sandstone wall. I thought it was just going to open right up. This is not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. This has actually become somewhat anticlimactic. So deconstruct that. And, there we go. Okay, it's demons. It's big demons. So, Kalina, here's what I need you to do. Hide. Okay, just hide in there. Good, thank you. Door closed, door closed, door closed. Thank you. And I like say, hopefully... Now, see, that's a Devourer, though. Is it? No, it's a Bulb Freak. Wow, that's such a cool band name. I would see Bulb Freak. They're not going to get very big. They're going to be a very, very much an underground small band. They're going to open for... They're going to be a deep opener. They're like a festival opener. They're playing in the morning. That's how small this band is. They're playing in the morning. It's like dawn when Bulb Freak starts. And then there's like 5 other bands after them before the headliner comes in. But I would see Bulb Freak. I don't think I'd get up too early for that. Mila, you just keep yourself kind of on deck here, if you could. Okay, there we go. So we got a bunch of them. They've popped up. We've got new research. We'll conquer that when we come to it. But hopefully these guys are just going to come right down the trap corridor. Okay. Everybody hang tight. Let's reevaluate. Uh-huh. Okay. They're dead or almost dead. Neat. So I'm gonna do small things until I do big things. Cancel those. And then a lot of these we're gonna deconstruct, and by a lot I mean all. Deconstruct all of those. I might actually put those right back, depending on what happens here. You know what? Belay that order, as the kids say these days. Belay that order. I might lay some traps in here. Okay, keep it in pause mode for a second, evaluate. So we've got the crypto sleep caskets. Those will probably have people in them. Those people might be very angry when they wake up. What do we got over here? We've got a Persona Zeus hammer named Capone. Oh, Mila! How would you like to wield a Persona Zeus hammer named Capone? Has a trait of psychic fog. What does that mean? What does that do? It's an embedded EMP capacitor. It blasts the target with an EMP burst in addition to the damage. So wicked good against mechs. Not only would it damage them, but it would shut them down for a moment. Oh, Mila. What is psychic fog? What does that mean? Suppresses the wielder's psychic sensitivity. Ah. Okay, so there's a con to the pro. There is a drawback here. Mila will not be as psychically sensitive, which in itself has pros and cons. I mean, she's not going to be very good at dark rituals and things like that, but also she won't be as affected by a psychic pulse, is what I would read by that. She might not be as affected by that. She might not be as sad if we have the, there's a torturous psychic wave coming through the area. Well, Mila's definitely getting that. There's no question about that. No, a Persona Zeus hammer named Capone that unleashes an EMP burst when you hit someone with it. That's just made for a vampire. You know that's happening. Okay, who's got the shotgun? That's Lisa, right? Could you come up here? I'd just like you to finish these guys off, if you could. For right nowsies, you guys can go off draft. We're going to kind of evaluate here for a sec. The caskets are fine until we actually open them. I could theoretically capture one of these guys. Kaylina, could you capture this one? Capture that. We don't have the minimum containment. Okay, let's not stress it. Forget that, Kaylina. Just don't do anything. Lisa, just shoot this thing. I've already got one demon who's on the loose on a regular basis, on the regular. Maybe we don't shoot the mech? How about we don't shoot our own robot? Okay, are you dead? Good. Come over here and shoot this one. Yeah, I've already got one demon who bursts out on a regular basis. Again, on the regular, as the kids say these days. I don't need two. The focus here is really more about Odyssey at this point rather than Anomaly. Okay, good job. You're off duty there. Thank you. Reed's trying to convert McDowell. Reed, you believe in our thing, right? No, you're into neo-beastism. That's a terrible idea. McDowell, you're into whatever that is. I don't even know what you got going on there. Kaylina's into the blood. Good job, Kaylina. When we get a church up, we could actually... I really got to get Reed on board with the blood thing because he's wicked sad we keep killing animals, and we're going to do a lot of that. So summon flesh beasts is what we could theoretically have learned, or could learn in the future from anything. Scathe's down here. Scathe, how are we doing on the whole containing this thing better by learning from it how to contain it better because it's not containable? I know that was as complicated to me as it was to you. So how are we doing there? Halfway. All right, we're halfway to learning how to contain that thing better. So that's going to keep rolling along. All right, so phase 1 of the astronomically stupid plan has actually worked out great. The demons are dead. Now I'm worried about what lives in the crypto sleep caskets. I'm also, there's no advanced components in here like I thought there might be. What is this? Okay, a hermetic crate. There might be some goodies in there. That's something we could look at. In fact, Mila, what are you up to right now? You're meditating. That's cool. Could you, first of all, equip the most awesome weapon ever? So go equip Capone. Yes, I know. It will be bonded to her. Nobody else will be able to use it. Don't worry. Nobody else is using this thing. That's going to work out great with things like mechs, where she can long jump to them because they're generally not good at close range anyway, and then just keep stunning them. And then, yes, I know. Yes, Mila has bonded with her weapon. Could you open this crate, please? And hopefully it doesn't have anything nasty in it. Okay, what did we get? A tech print for specialized limbs. That's kind of fun. Okay, so that's like the mining hand and the agricultural bionic replacement thing, all sorts of stuff. That's cool. I don't have any capacity to make those, but we can at least get the idea going. All right, so phase 2 is to start putting the trap corridor back together because we're going to rinse and repeat, basically. We're going to do that again, but this time it's going to incorporate, opening these things up. This might be actually much worse than anything else. My other option is to deconstruct this, and then I could put some sandbags up there or other barriers, and we could just stand behind that and shoot everything. It's just going to be a complete free-for-all. It's an open space. I don't care what kind of defenses we put up. We will take injuries for that. And then you can deconstruct the crate, too. There's probably some steel, maybe a component in that. Okay, back to work. Get things moving a little bit faster here. And then see kind of where we're at after that. Food situation, 24 meals. Is there things we could be murdering, please? Not really. A bluebird. I can go take out a tiny, tiny bird. Let's take out a couple of rats and see how that goes. And what are we researching right now? A non-entity containment. Tube television. Okay. So, yeah, I really did go off on a thing there, didn't I? I know, I was going to do microelectronics, and then I did tube television. I think it's fun. Give the guys something to watch. Solar panels would be good next. We do know hydroponics. I just don't really have a hydroponics area that I can dedicate this to. This would be great. That would be a perfect little hydroponics room in there. But not much I can do with that at the moment. I'll have the power for it. I've got geothermal, and I can find another vent. We can put another thing up there. Hey, how about fishing? Is there any fish down in here? I know I looked at this before. Yeah, there are fish in here. Did we learn fishing? Sorry, I'm running 3 different RimWorld runs. I'm not sure what I've done and what I haven't. Smithing. No, we haven't actually learned fishing. Why don't we peel off of TV and go to fishing just briefly? Because we could be getting food. There's active food right there that we could be having if we figure out how to do fish. Ooh, the nice bedroom's almost done. That's okay. Normal use. Okay, that's fine. It's not fantastic, but it's fine. We've got the nice tiles in there. Let's start perking this place up a little bit. So how about we did a standing lamp, say, here by the door. Got to remember to convert that to dark light for Mila. And then we could do... how much is an end table? That's 30. How about I make that out of jade? I only got the 40 jade, but let's make this place look kind of nice. So put a jade end table up there. A little extravagant, not gonna lie. And then what do I have? I have a good quantity of marble. How about a marble dresser? That sounds pretty jammin'. Let's get that to live, say, right down here. And then maybe I'll put an art piece or something in there later. All right, so that's up. Turn that over to dark light. There we go. Reed's already on the jade end table. Try not to waste that stuff, kid. It's really valuable. Could we get maybe all of these things hauled anywhere? Reed, you failed. Now I don't think I have enough jade anymore. Oh, come on, kid. That's a pain in the neck. You wasted the jade. All right, well, it's going to have to be marble then. So a marble end table. Poor move, Reed. I only had 40, and you wasted some. All right, Voltron's in. He's having a good time with things. The new trap corridor has been put back together, and this has been deconstructed. How do I want this to go? How do I want this to go? Team, again, team. Everybody come over here. All right, we don't need to move that quick. Thank you. I appreciate your hustle there. And then Mila, you're tough. So you're going to come over here. And by the way, we own all of these. Well, we already own them. I just want to open up one. Oh, your hammer looks amazing, kid. So open that up, and then I'm going to be immediately ready to slam it into pause mode the second that we do this. And boom. Okay. Move. Just move. All right, get out of there. In fact, you know what? Jump. Jump over here. Go, 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 go. All right, now move. Move, 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 move. Get all the way down here. All right, that thing's down. It needs a charger. You're coming in, and you're down. All right, yep, headshots. Pyrrha here, not doing well. Pyrrha's down. Okay, Pyrrha is down. All right, who have we got left? This is exactly what I thought was going to happen. Cardenas, Omni, and Spartak. And we've got Kirk here who's down. How banged up are you? You're actually fine. You just got out of a crypto sleep casket. We'll look at you when we have time, frankly. So everybody come out. Mila, why don't you go here and Scathe, you go over here. You've got a really good shooty gun. And then we're going to shoot you a bunch of times. Yep, okay, shooting is happening. More shooting is happening. You're taking headshots there. Wow, Omni charging right in. Get over here. And, oh, what are you going for there? Mila's going to have to deal with you. Mila, jump here. Mila, just take him out. Just go. Don't worry so much about the jumping. Yeah, there we go. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him in the face. There we go. Hit him in the face. Hit him in the face. People, try not to shoot Mila if we could. Try not to... Scathe is down. Scathe is down. Okay, Mila, jump here. Okay, jump over there. Come on, Mila, go, 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 go. Okay, and then do your spine nonsense on this dude. Okay, spine. Okay, and then hit him. Hit him. His gun will be useless at this point. Voltron, you're standing there literally doing nothing. Why don't you go stab this guy in the face? Mila, you are done with things. Wow, this is going to suck up all your blood, basically. Go over here. Come on, jump, 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 jump. And then, sure, do your spine anyway. It's really good. So, yeah, on Omni, please. And boom. Come on, Mila, get in there. There we go. Okay, everybody slam it into pause mode. Right. Everybody's off draft for a start. McDowell, rescue Scathe. Okay, that's one thing accomplished right now. Everybody else, how banged up are people? Kalina, no immediate danger. Lisa, no immediate danger. Voltstron, you're actually basically fine. Mila, you got a lot of bruises, but you will heal that off. You're not even bleeding right now. Okay, in that case, Mila, go capture Kirk. There we go. You can start the Star Trek jokes now in comments if you want. We've captured Kirk. Just go ahead, get the Star Trek jokes out of your system. We all know you want to do it. I do too. I desperately want to do it. I'm going to be thinking about them. What do we got here? A Hellcat rifle. Okay. And we've got an auto pistol. What's that? A little bit of gold. All right. Some Go Juice. And then we can deconstruct all of these. Cool. All right. Let's check in on Scathe. Okay, Scathe's already being treated. That's good. That's good. How banged up? No immediate danger. Actually, you're going to be fine. And Lisa will be fine over time. All right, you're not dying immediately. So people will get down here and deal with this nonsense. I think we're going to come through intact with all of this. Provided the demon doesn't burst out, like right now. That'd be sad. And Scathe, you dropped your weapons, so we've got to kind of keep an eye on that. What do we got over here? An assault rifle. Excellent. And we've got an LMG. Wow, this is worth it just for the weapons. We are immediately better armed now. And a bunch of corpses. So, you know, food. Not really so much for Reed and people who don't believe in eating people, but for the rest of us, see, we're already bringing it over here. We already got Omni over here. For the rest of us, this is a pretty good day. We've opened the Ancient Evil. We've conquered the demons. We've conquered the people in the crypto sleep caskets. We've captured one of them. And nobody's dead, or indeed really even in danger of dying right now. The unfortunate part is no advanced components out of all of that, which was really kind of the point of this little exercise. And I have no doubt that there are at least 2 people at home who are slamming their head against the wall going, that should not have worked. How does he do that? What can I tell you? It's geniusosity. Hashtag geniusosity. Also, we do not need the traps anymore. So cancel that. Cancel. No, not the plasteel. Cancel that. And then all of these. No, the traps, please. All of the trap. No, all of the traps. Thank you. Deconstruct all of those. All right, just deconstruct all those traps. Let's not leave them in the building. So Kirk, let's check in on you. I know, I'm already thinking of Star Trek jokes, all right? I would actually love to see William Shatner with a mohawk. He probably hasn't been able to do that in 50 years. What do you like? All right. You're not bad. You're not bad at all. You are actually very good at things. Great at construction. Really good at plants. Artsy. Okay? Can't talk to people, but I don't need you to. You've got a lot of good skills. Well, immediately, we're going to convince you that drinking blood and eating people is awesome. Okay, we're going to work on that right now. Also, we're going to hemogen farm you. It's not personal. I used up all the rest of our hemogen in that fight. So while we are convincing you that we are awesome, we're also going to be taking your blood. That's going to be kind of mixed messages to you. I know, Kirk, but that's what we're going to do. What exactly is it that you do believe in? What sort of nonsense? The Hominid Academy. Well, that just sounds terrible. Wouldn't Blood Cult be better? How do you feel about Blood Coven? Also, we have a spaceship, Kirk. I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't. You're not allowed to go outside. But we have a spaceship. If you are into us, you might get to go for a ride in it. Wouldn't that be fun if you went for a ride in the spaceship? Just saying, that'd be kind of fun. Now, what am I going to do with this room? Well, hydroponics. Right there. I can put a bunch of hydroponics right in there. That'd be great. What are these walls? Sandstone wall. Great. So I can run power right in there. Why don't I just sort of get that idea going? So give me a hidden conduit to here. And then just a regular conduit so I don't waste more steel than I need to. Down there and then down there for right now. And that'll kind of cover that. All right, and we got a bunch of good weapons. I'm going to kind of wait for everyone to get a little bit more healed up than they are right now. Just kind of hoping that demon ain't busting out. That's my goal. Let's just not have the demon bust out. And where are people supposed to be these days? Okay, they're all unrestricted. How about the mechs, both in the home zones? I'd love to can we get a hauling bot going on at some point? That'd be great. Where did I put all of that? That's down here. There's no lights in this room either. No lights down here. What? Kirk is confused. I bet he is. I'm not surprised by that game. Okay, he's been asleep for... Can we get an idea on that? He's been asleep for potentially over 2,400 years. Okay? Call it an even 2,300 because he was 75 to begin with, and numbers. So let's just, for argument's sake, say about 2,400 years, give or take. He's been asleep that time. And then he was woken up, and he immediately fell over, as indeed most people would. And then as he's being hauled away to a prison, he sees all of the people he went to bed with are dead. I'm sure it was some sort of thing. Like, hey, we're going to outlive the future. All right, we're just going to sleep until it's the future, and we're going to get out, and it's going to be awesome. And it's actually not. It's basically exactly the same place that you started with. I will deal with the infection momentarily. And then he was put in prison, and then people come in and take pints of his blood, and then try to convince him that doing that is wicked cool, and he should get on board with that. I'm not surprised he's a little bit confused. I would be too. Who has an infection? That is more serious. Scathe, cool. Voltstron. How much of an infection are we talking about here? It's in your torso. Yeah, see, that's a problem, because I can't amputate your torso. So if the infection is in a limb and it gets really bad, which hopefully it never does, hopefully you deal with it, but if it gets really bad, you can just amputate the limb. I can't amputate a torso, not without serious repercussions. So I'm going to put you, I've only got the 3 of them, but I'm going to put you on the Glitter World Medicine. I want to make sure that we get the best possible care for Scathe. Voltstron, how doctory are you? Yeah, you're actually a very good doctor. Could you prioritize Scathe, please? So 10 to Scathe, there we go. Yep, Glitter World Medicine. I know it's probably a bit of a waste, but I feel it's worth it. 107% quality, so that should keep you going for a while there, kid. So 2.9 on the infection. We're already at 2.9 on the immunity, and it's climbing very, very quickly. Well, I say that. It's not really beating out the infection, is it? Not at all. It's actually pretty much neck and neck. Okay, good luck, Scathe. Let me know how that all works out for you. And all of this is being vaguely put back together. The sweepy bot will be in and take care of all the blood and stuff like that. And did we already do the power lines? Wow, you guys are quick. You guys are super quick. Another infection. Lisa has an infection. Yeah, I think I saw that one was in your leg, though. I can get rid of your leg. I can ditch your leg. I don't need your leg. So, Voltstron. Do I have a better doctor who's conscious? Probably not. I think, isn't Whitehead a good doctor? No, Whitehead's a terrible doctor. No, it is actually Voltstron. It's all about Voltstron. So could you tend to Lisa, please? I'm just going to use the regular medicine on that, the sort of low-quality stuff, because push comes to shove, I can amputate a leg. I can get rid of a leg. Oh, had you not dealt with the rest of her? Come on, man. That's like literally your job. Have we dealt with Kaylina? No. Voltstron, can you work on Kaylina, please? She still has a bit of an ouchie. Not much of one, to be sure. Mila will be fine. I'm not worried about Mila. That's totally okay. Mila, you've got that coagulate ability. I think it's a little late now. I should have done that on Scathe the second she dropped, but we were kind of busy. It's kind of occupied. Are we not deconstructing this one? No, that's gold. That's a spike trap. Deconstruct that. Oh, Kaylina's already healed. Neat. Good for you, Kaylina. All right, so this can be hydroponics. Is anyone doing research right now? No, because that's Scathe, and Scathe is out cold. Then I think I'm just going to let them kind of pick up a little bit, clean up a little bit around here. Also, Reed, could we get the recharger emptied? Okay, because I got a bot down here that needs recharging somewhere that I don't immediately remember. I can find it fairly soon. By just doing this, Dave. This is how you do that. So, Constructoid, there we go. Who's up? Whitehead, you're not up at all. Reed, you're beating a fire out. That's probably a sensible idea. You're reading, and it is the microelectronics one, which is great, but could you get the Constructoid to the recharger, please? We kind of need that thing. And do I have another recharger anywhere at all? Mila's fleeing a fire. Yeah, she hates fire. She doesn't like fire at all. Fire's like totally not her jam. But she's back now. Nope, she's back. She's away again. Voltstron working on the fire. Mila probably going to flee from the fire and then put the fire out. Okay, that all seemed to vaguely work out. Have we fueled the ship at all? I know we've been very, very busy, but have we fueled the ship? No, And no. Okay, because we have chem fuel here. Chem fuel exists. Yeah, I really got to get a lifter going these days. And I still didn't put a light down here. Still have not put a light down here, Dave. How about you put a light down here? Put a wall lamp up, like, right there. And then let's get another build. We're already on basic subcore. I do not immediately remember who's in charge of robots around here. Is it Kaylina? Kaylina, are you my robot person? Yeah, you are. You don't appear to be actually doing anything. Could you maybe work on that? Could you work at the subcoder? Because then we could get a lifter, and you wouldn't have to lift as many things. And also, we should probably get these guys out of the way. We can chop them up. I'm not opposed to having insect meat on the property. Let's just make sure. No, this is not what I want. Make sure we are butchering insects, because sometimes when new DLC drops, it doesn't have every... Yeah, see, it doesn't have any of the new animals. Alligators. Oh, so cool. Alpha Thrumbos sounds terrifying. Armadillos, badgers, bluebirds. Yes, all of these. A bog hound. Oh, that sounds horrible. Frogs. For right now, I do want to allow all. I know I can click that. I just want to look at them. Colossus toad. Okay, crows I've seen. Those are pretty common. Flamingos, very exciting. Probably yummy. Gorilla. When can I get a gorilla? Please tell me I can get a gorilla. Great wolf. Hermit crab. Herons, hippos. Hippos are terrifying. A lava snail. Okay. I suppose if you're a snail, you better learn to live in lava, because you're not going to outrun it. You better learn to adapt very quickly and evolve to live in lava, not llama. You could live in a llama, too. You could be a llama snail. Like one of them symbiotic relationships where the snail helps the llama and the llama lets the snail live there. Megavoles, minks. I bet horribly, like mink fur is probably really valuable if you make it into clothing. Moose, muskox, fantastic. Otters, very good. Pandas, can't wait. Peacocks, penguins, absolutely. Porcupines, prairie dogs, and quails all are getting eaten. A scimitar cat, gotta have one. Gotta have one. A live one, not a dead one. Sea lions, turtles, seals, fantastic. Sparrows, stone crabs, swans. We've seen a swan. There's a swan on the map right now. Tigers, of course, Dweeb has got a tiger in the Mechanator. It's actually got 2 tigers in the Mechanator run. Vultures, walrus, and wolverines. Okay, putting all that aside, what about the new insects? Yeah, insect corpses. Yeah, we don't have these. So hive queens, larvas, and locusts, we're not chopping those up. All right, so do all of that. You are allowed to do all of those things. And then the only humans we're not butchering are actual colonists. Sorry, brief aside there to go through all the new animals. But yeah, they don't include that in the butchering table, so when new DLC comes out, one has to kind of go through and manually say, yes, we can kill all the new animals. That will get rid of those locusts. Actually, it won't, because I think they were actually decaying at that point. But we can at least chop them up. Yeah, we're going to need to get rid of these. So I've definitely got a dumping stockpile zone somewhere around here. I must, because we just took the toxic waste out of there. So are we doing corpses in here? Because we could. There's no reason we can't. Put any rotten corpses in there. Yeah, any rotten corpses can go in there. That's sensible. Flash storm, that's probably okay. I think we'll be okay with that. That's not going to be... Well, I say that. It's going to set the entire map on fire, Dave. There's fire everywhere. Everywhere there is fire. Okay, so that might be a problem to you in the future. Now, where are we at with steel and components? I have no components. 0. Okay, that's going to put a little bit of a hindrance on the whole, having hydroponics thing. So it's not really a question of steel with me right now, although there is a big chunk over there. Let's make sure we're mining that at some point. It's more the component issue. And I'm not immediately seeing components, although we are tunneling out all of this to see if we can find some. And now I'm not sweating the Ancient Evil as much. We can kind of wrap around here and deal with that. But I desperately need both regular components and advanced components. I need a solid trader to be coming by who might be interested in buying stuff that I have. I have a lot of insect meat, and I got a lot of entity meat, the twisted meat there. I don't have a lot else. Not really a lot else going on. And the art is kind of slowed to a crawl. Hey, Kirk, have we been... What was that? What just happened there? Oh, it was a swan. Okay, it was a swan flying in. I knew there was a swan on the map somewhere. Okay, and we're trying to tame this. It's never going to happen, but we're trying to tame that thing. I thought there was a pod dropping with raiders. No, just a swan. Kind of the same thing, really. Those are aggressive animals. All right, I need art to happen. I need components to happen. I'm nowhere near fabrication. So for those of you who are frantically typing in comments, make your own components. Yeah, I'm not even close to fabrication. We're figuring out how fish work right now. So back to my concept of basically a raiding party to go and steal stuff from other people. But I'm not burning this map. So we're kind of looping back around to I need advanced components. And it didn't really work out down here. We got some steel. That's great. And we got a bunch of good weapons. Tons of good weapons. In fact, anyone who's got a terrible weapon, like Whitehead, why don't you get the assault rifle instead? All right? And Scathe, I know, yeah, you're kind of, you dropped your weapon. You had the good one. Reed, you're a small child. Why don't you go get this LMG? Okay? Just go grab that. And McDowell, you have a short bow. Why don't you go get a Hellcat rifle, kid? War Merchant from the Brio people. Yay! Probably not going to have components of any sort, but we'll take a look. We'll have a little look-see at them. And the people who are on the non-shooty team, like Voltstron, yeah, you really can't shoot. You guys are just terrible. You are better at melee. I'll keep you on melee. Scathe and Lisa, let's check in on your infections, please. So infection 51, immunity 81. All right, I think Scathe's going to be just fine. In fact, you're so just fine. I'm gonna back you off the good medicine because it looks like we used another one there to treat your infection. How's Lisa doing? More importantly, so you got 6186. All right, Lisa will also be fine. That was probably a waste to use the Glitter World medicine on Scathe, but I can't get rid of a torso. I could get rid of Lisa's leg if it came to that. In fact, I'd love to. I'd love to put something better there. Humans are just a work in progress in my philosophy, but didn't really need to do that. So the War Merchant, where are they these days? You guys are coming in right there. That's fine. Mila, remind me if you can talk to people. Yeah, you can broadly talk to people. Medical treatment needed, and then it just went away. So where is your actual trader in there? Oh, there you are. You're buried in there. Go see what these people have. I don't think they're going to have anything very good, to be honest. And Mila, this can be your new bedroom now, by the way, because it's a very exciting bedroom. So that is your bedroom. Okay, that frees up another bedroom for, well, potentially Kirk down the road. Are we convincing you that your religion is terrible? Not really. Not really. Okay, we do have you on convert. Who's on #1 wardening these days? Oh, it's Scathe, no wonder. All right, so Scathe is out for the count. We do have other people doing it. Mila will take care of it. At least we have fed you, right? Yeah, we've totally fed you. Okay, you're not even that sad about life. You're not even that sad. You slept in the cold. You know what it is? Hang on. Oh, we've got this. It is kind of getting chilly out. I'll turn the heaters on when we're done with all of this. Okay. What have I got? What have they got? More than anything. What have they got? They have no components and no advanced components. That is not a surprise. I can get rid of, maybe some of the less good weapons that we don't need anymore. And probably get rid of that. And I'll keep those. I'll keep those for right now. Yeah, they're just not good merchants. We don't really care about this that much. I can make some money off of them. I can just sell them some clothing. Wow, we have a synthread duster? When did we make that? That's really good. But go ahead and get rid of, some things. So we can always remake some of these things. Birdskin pants. Yeah, get rid of all of those. That's 464 back to me. Do you guys have literally anything at all that I want? Because I bet the answer is a loose no on that. I could get some herbal medicine, but I've got a lot of herbal medicine. I have plenty of that. You can have that ambrosia. And you can actually have that go juice as well. Wait. Scimitar cat. What did I just say I wanted? A scimitar cat. A bioengineered predator. I love everything that I just said. Every word that just came out of my mouth in that order is amazing. Wow. The Mechanator gets a tiger. We're getting a scimitar cat. They've only got 2 females. All right, so don't buy both. We don't need 2. I mean, we do. We definitely do. Be very clear about that. I'm going to get the younger one because scimitar cat. I'd like to walk away with some kind of profit. So how about we just sold... Well, I don't want to sell the Psych IT. We kind of need that. I'll sell you, I don't know, some more clothes. I've got clothes here. You can buy those. There we go. 64 back to me and a scimitar cat. Accept that. Thank you. Scimitar cat. Can you go eat a swan? You might be able to, I don't know. Because we've got, obviously, specialized training with Odyssey. So, animals, scimitar cat, yes, thank you. Yes, to the scimitar cat. Training, trained to do literally everything. Because it can. Actually, it's a very handy animal. You've got a little beard. I like that. You and I are going to be besties, I can tell. Also, the entity's popping out. That was not what I was going to say. Also, what I was going to say is we should probably put a door here because that's wide open into our base. So how about we did maybe a marble door, something nice and beefy right in there. Okay, everyone... All right, Mila's tending to Lisa right now. And Voltron's tending to Scathe. Good. We've got time. Mila, you're going to come down here. I am kind of vaguely thinking about just getting rid of the entity. I want to learn its stuff, but it's just like every day this thing is busting out of here. So, and then Voltron, when you're done, I know you're not very good at this sort of thing. Lisa, you actually are armed. Can you get up for a little bit and come shoot a demon? No, don't try to arrest Mila. She's in charge of stuff around here. Come down here. McDowell's coming down, and then who else? Whitehead. You could kind of get in on this. We'll have that door targeted to be open. Scimitar Cat's already in. It's already smelling blood. Already. No, actually, probably don't do that. Can I? I swear to God, if I lose my Scimitar Cat. No. No. Okay. Great initiative. Great initiative. I hope you win. I hope I didn't just pay for a scimitar cat that's about to die. We gotta go hustling and help the scimitar cat. Melee. Okay, so that was two words coming together there. It was Mila and melee coming together in one word, and it was melee. So melee that, kid, all right? Lisa, McDowell, don't shoot the scimitar cat, if you could, thank you. All right, whatever it is it's dealt with. Are you dead? Okay, you're dead. All right, you know what? Our Gore Hulk problem is now over. All right. I wanted to learn that stuff, but it's not working out right now. So undraft everyone. Reed, you can go back to normal. Great initiative, kid. Love what you just did there, but you're not that tough, probably, to go up against a Gore Hulk. Okay, speaking of that, who is in charge of animals these days? So handling, Whitehead would be excellent at that. Yeah, 13. You're number one with the scimitar cat. You do nothing but scimitar cat. I'd actually kind of like to put Mila on it because I'd like Mila to bond to it because I think that would be the most badass thing in the world. But actually, our priest with a scimitar cat would be pretty cool. I'll put Mila on backup just in case Whitehead is taken up with other things. But yeah, Mila and Whitehead, if one of you could bond to that scimitar cat, that would be so exciting. Much like the Mechanator, I will now open the floor in comments to naming the scimitar cat not after ourselves. So if you want to put down a potential name of scimitar kitty, then I will welcome that and we'll look them over because scimitar cat number 1 just ain't gonna fly. I should go buy the other one. I should buy the other one. No, don't. You don't have the money and you have nothing to sell. You have nothing to just don't. One scimitar cat is enough. If it was a matching pair, if it was male and female, I'd be all over that like a cheap suit. But right now, I think just one is fine. I did see when we were trading, we made the subcore. So let's get a hauling bot. Oh, we already are. Kaylina, can you get on that, please? You're sowing a rice plant. Why don't you go work at the gestator? Okay, let's get a hauling bot in. That will be very handy. Ooh, and we just got a mega sloth in our trap corridor. That's why I don't put doors on the trap corridor. That's like 150 pieces of meat that just walked in the door, all ready to go. I don't suppose anyone's done anything over here in the chem fuel tanks. No, I didn't think so. We've been very busy. This has been I'm not even sure we went through a game day. This has been a very, very busy day. This will all get cleaned up eventually. I would love it if we kind of hauled some corpses so they don't go bad. So, and McDowell, maybe go down and get that one just to get them in the freezer more than anything. I just prefer they didn't go bad. That's a total waste of potential food there. Okay. And then somebody's got to get that thing to a charger. We'll conquer that when we get there. I should put up another charger at some point, but we kind of see where we are with that, with the complete lack of components. That's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Guys, do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours, and we'll see you next time. Well, once again, it's time for Dave to do something catastrophically stupid, like take on a bear. And I'm pretty sure they're trying to beat him to death with a baguette, which is less effective than you might commonly think it would be. No, I'm not a monster. I'm a retailer. There's a difference, lady. Oh, what is that? That's like a person. Oh, hang on. Da-dum. Da-dum. Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum.